Hey everybody, I'm Julie.
And I'm Mika.
And we're here to learn more about Grand Archive. Mika, you've never played Grand Archive before, right?
Wala pa.
So, completely new. I'm gonna teach you how to play. So, what is Grand Archive? Grand Archive is an anime-style TCG or trading card game that has a Western game design.
Is it like Magic?
Magic. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Yes. Actually, it is very much like Magic the Gathering because the way the cards are made, the way the gameplay is made, is that when I'm taking my turn, you can actually interact with me. And when you're taking your turn, I can do stuff and interact with you as well. So it is like Magic. It has spells and stuff like that. But the difference between them is that Grand Archive has this like memory mechanic versus yung land-based cards ni Magic. So for Grand Archive, we play with any card into the memory. That's the difference. And Grand Archive was made by the people called Weebs of the Shore. And they launched this game way back in like April 2023. So the goal of Grand Archive is that it's a 1v1 TCG, meaning 1v1 tayo. We play against each other. And yung goal ko is to make sure that I destroy your champion before you destroy my champion. So yeah, that's how we play, and that's how you win the game, is if you destroy your opponent's champion first. So we can move forward to like what you need to play Grand Archive. So we start with a 60-card main deck and a 12-card material deck.
So ano yung laman ng main deck?
So for main deck, usually andyan yung allies, attacks, actions. And the important part about this is that you can only have 4 copies of a card. So pwede ka naman mag-repeat ng card, but up to 4 lang.
Up to 4.
And then this deck, you shuffle it. So you can't look at it. If you look at it, that's cheating. And you can only take the top card every time you draw. For material deck, this is where you find your champion, regalia, weapons, anything, any other accessories you think you might need. And then the difference is that you can look at this deck anytime you want. Like you can check it, see which accessory is like the best for your turn, and then play that. So that's the difference. Make sure you don't tawag dito, wag mong i-confuse.
Yes.
Like mas matangkad to. So that hindi ka na cheating. Because this is shuffled. This is not. You can do whatever you want with this one. Probably don't let your opponent see it though. So that's why you check it. Put it back. Yeah. Now, we can learn how to read a card. So, there are different cards and it might get confusing because there are a lot of information on it.
Yes.
It really helps if you understand exactly like what things mean on a card. So, let's start here. All right. So, let's start with the upper left. This is where you usually see a cost. So, you notice that there are like numbers, right? And it says cost, straight up just says cost. For the yellow circle, that's the reserve cost. That's the amount of cards you need to put in your memory zone to play the card, right? And then this one is
0.
blue circle. That's a memory cost. So when there are cards in your memory zone, you pay with those cards, right? Because they're already in your memory zone, that's why it's called a memory cost. And then you notice here, meron kasi siyang level.
Yeah.
And then nasa ilalim niya yung cost niya, which is a blue circle again. So that's a memory cost. So the yellow circle is the reserve cost. The blue circle is the memory cost. And then here you notice that the memory cost is under a level.
Yes.
So the level is important because you have to start with level 0. And you can't like skip a level. You can't go to level 2 unless you've gone to level 1. You start with level 0 and then level 1, level 2. So
mag-start siya sa 0 lahat.
yes. So you start with this card. Next on the card, sa upper right, you will see the elements. So there are like two different elements, which is basic elements and advanced elements. So these elements tell you if you can play the card. So for example, if I start as a Spirit of Fire, I can play fire element cards. This card says norm, meaning any character can play it. You don't have to have like a specific element to play norm cards. And then we have advanced elements. So these elements are usually unlocked when you become a level 3 champion, right?
Kapag level 3 lang.
Yes, kasi they're very powerful cards. So you can't play them early. You have to level up to be able to use really powerful cards. So for basic elements, that's usually norm, fire, wind, and water. For advanced, we have arcane, crux, terra, loxem, and so on and so forth.
Basta medyo, ano siya, yung basic is fire, norm, and water,
And wind. Yes.
So yung ibang mga nakalagay na sa cards, yun na yung mga advanced, ano.
Yes, basically, yeah. So pag hindi siya any of the four, yung water, fire,
So that's
wind,
advanced
norm,
na card.
advanced na yun. So yeah, so as long as you have that element, you can play the card. We can move forward to card name. Yeah. You see at the top, that's a card name. Remember I said na you can only have 4 copies of a card?
Yes.
So that's basically what you check. Like you can
Okay.
only have 4 copies of Arcane Disposition. Only have 4 copies of Savage Slash. Stuff like that. Alright? And then, of course, you have the card art. So it's very pretty. So sometimes the card art changes kasi we have cards that have alter art or like mga special cards and stuff like that. And then below the card art is the card type. So that's what tells you, is the card an action? Is the card an ally? We can
Attack?
show that more.
Dito siya.
Yes. So that one
Is
is an attack. And then next to it is yung warrior, which is a class subtype or a class, basically. So it's an attack card for warriors, essentially. And we also have actions, and we have weapons.
Weapons.
Yeah. You know, regalia weapon for guardian or warrior, or champion spirit.
Oh.
It's a champion card. Yeah. That's what the card type will tell you. Below the card art is the card type. So this is where you can find whether that card is an action, ally, or an attack. And then there's also regalia, champion, stuff like that. And then we have the class. So essentially, you can have any class type naman ng card in your deck. But that's where you have to look out for the class bonus. That's when it matters.
Ano ba yung sa class bonus po?
So in class bonus, it means this particular effect can only be used if you have the same class. So when your champion levels up, you can have a class. So if it does not match with the class, it means you won't be able to use the text that says class bonus. So below that is the card text. That's where the effects of a card is written. You read it and that it tells you exactly what a card does. This is usually yung part now where we say reading the card explains the card. Kasi when you read the card text, it tells you exactly what it does. Andyan lahat ng effects, lahat ng keywords, lahat ng kaya niyang gawin. And then on the bottom right, you can see the card's stats. So iba-iba yan. So for example, for action cards, it may say fast or slow. That means it tells you when you can play the card. So slow cards, you can only play on your turn. Fast cards, you can play whenever. Like even if it's your opponent's turn, you can play it. It's fast. And then we also have weapon cards or allies. I'm gonna put out an ally so that you can see that here. This is an ally. You can see their stat there as well. So you have the attack stat and the life stat. So it tells you how much the ally attacks for and how much their life is. For weapons, you have the attack stat and the durability stat because they're weapons, right? They don't have life,
Ito yung
but they do
logo,
have durability. Yes, right there. For champions, you usually have the life stat. It tells you like how much life you have before they defeat you and stuff like that. For your attack card, you only have an attack stat because you use your champion to attack with it. That's how much it attacks for. So on your playmat, you can see the different zones that is used in the game. So we have the main deck. So this is your 60 card deck. This is the material deck. So this is your 12 card deck. And then always remember that your main deck is shuffled and you pick always the top card. Your material deck is usually face down so that your opponent doesn't see it, but you can check it anytime, right? And then this is your memory zone. If you have like a reserve cost, this is where you put the cards. And if you pay for memory cost, this is where you get them as the memory zone. And then we have the graveyard. So every time you play a card and it's discarded or already used, they go to graveyard, right?
Kapag naubos na yung mga...
Yung life nila. Yes, for allies. Okay. And then we have a banish zone because there are cards that get sent to banishment. So this is exactly where you put them. You usually look out for those cards because there are some decks in Grand Archive that interact with the banish zone and the graveyard zone. Just look out for that and you're all good. Demo game. Okay, to start this off, I'm going to materialize my champion, a Spirit of Fire. So on enter, I draw 7 cards. Six, 7. All right. So I'm going to play a Barrier Servant. So a Barrier Servant has a 3-cost reserve or a reserve cost of 3. So I'm going to put 3 cards down on my memory zone, and that's how I pay for this Barrier Servant. And then notice that I can't really do anything with you because you have nothing on your board. So I can't interact, I can't attack you or anything. And then I went straight to my main phase because I'm the first player. Meaning I have to skip everything until the main. So I'm not gonna draw a card, I didn't recollect, just play a card, and then I'm going to end my turn because I can't attack you. So it's your turn.
Okay, so... materialize na rin ako, no?
Yes.
Since yun yung second. Okay. Spirit of Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Since fire ka, wind ako. Okay. And... Yeah.
So what does it say?
Draw 7 cards. 2, 6, 7.
All right.
Okay. And ang gagamitin ko is si... yung cute nito.
Sino ba yan?
Ayan, si Swift Recruit.
Alright. So, Swift Recruit has a reserve
2.
cost of 2.
Yes.
Yes. Alright.
Okay. So... Yup. At pwede pa ba akong mag-ano?
Oh, yes, yes.
Mag-drop?
You can put more cards as long as you can pay for it.
Okay, so... Ayan, since... Meron pa akong 3. Ayan, System Knight lang.
Alright. You have 2 allies on the board
Yes.
now. What do you want to do with your allies?
Of course, I'm going to attack you.
Yes.
Ayan. Okay, I'm going to attack your champion.
Alright. Sino i-attack mo?
System Knight.
Okay. So, when you're going to attack you, rest your ally.
Okay.
Yeah. That means you're attacking.
Okay,
So, you're gonna attack me for 2. What I'm going to say to that is, I'm going to intercept. So, notice na si Barrier Servant may intercept.
Oh.
It means whenever my champion is attacked, I can redirect that attack to this ally as long as this ally is awake.
Oh.
Yes. So now you're attacking my Barrier Servant. And then I can retaliate. Meaning, since you're attacking my ally is also attacking your ally. So my ally has 2 attack, your ally has 2 attack. My ally has 2 life.
And I'm safe.
Yours is 3. Meaning, my ally is going to the graveyard and yours is fine.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else?
I think no more. So I can save my sweep recruit.
You're saving the intercept.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna
I'm
pass
going
your
to do
turn.
the same.
Okay. I respect it. Okay. So end turn, and then it's my turn now.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go through like the phases of what we just went through. So first is wake up. So if you have any rested allies, you wake them up.
Okay.
And then we have materialize. So I can get cards in my material deck, and I will materialize them. Recollection means I'm going to take the cards I put in my memory zone to recollect them and then put them back on my hand. Draw step is I draw a card from my main deck.
Okay.
And then the main phase is when we play the cards, right? You play
Okay.
your ally, that's your main phase. You go into combat, you're attacking me, main phase.
Main
And
phase.
then when you end your turn, you pass, right? So I'm going to
Sure.
start with wake up. No one needs to wake up. Materialize. I'm going to level up my champion. So this is level 1, Rise Spellcrafter.
Wow, you're level 1 now.
Yes. And then I have a memory cost of 1. So I'm going to take the cards in my memory and banish them at random to pay for that memory cost. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a die, and then if I roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's the card I'm going to banish.
Okay,
All right?
okay.
Or randomize. So I roll a 3,
Three.
1, 2, 3. Now that's banished. It's gone. I can't use that anymore. And then after materialize, I recollect.
Okay.
Right? So it's all back in my hand now. And then I draw. Okay. Now I'm entering my main phase. I will be playing this Blitz Mage. So she has a reserve cost of 3. I'm putting down 3 cards.
Attacks and
And I will try to attack you for 3.
well, may intercept ako.
Yes. So you're gonna intercept
Yeah.
me? Are you gonna retaliate?
Yeah.
All right. So since I have 3 attack and your ally only has 2 life, your ally dies. But since your ally has 1 attack and my ally has only 1 life, my ally dies as well. So they both go to the graveyard.
Ouch.
Okay. So I only have 2 cards left in my hand. But I
So
can't
it's
do
my
anything
turn now.
anymore.
Okay,
It's your
it's my
turn.
Okay, so wake up.
Yes.
Okay, wake up and then materialize.
Yes.
Since yan, nag-level up ka na. Level up din ako. Yan, Lorraine, let's go. Oh, 1 memory cost. So, kailangan ko rin siya mag...
Actually, you could do what I did, which was like banish something random.
Yeah.
But if you notice, your card in the graveyard has the word called the floating memory.
Oh, yeah.
That
Memory.
actually means na you can use that card to banish and pay for your memory cost.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like an
Wala pala.
extra mechanic a card has. Na as long as they're in the graveyard and they have floating memory in it, you can use that to pay.
So, dito na siya.
Yes, banish mo
Okay,
na.
banish.
Now it's paid. You're level
Okay.
1. Congrats.
So, pwede pa ako mag-ano, no? Materialize?
You have to do yung on-enter ni Lorraine first.
Oh, okay, on enter. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so materialize a weapon card with memory cost 0 from your material deck. Okay, material deck again. 0. Okay, so ornamental great sword na lang ang gagamitin.
Okay, what does that
That's
say?
warrior. So, on enter, target ally you control gets 1+ attack until end of turn. Apply this effect only if your champion's class matches this card's class. Anong meaning ng card's
Yeah,
class?
that's yung class bonus, right? You see at the start, it says class bonus.
okay.
That means your card's type, which is Guardian Warrior, has to be the same as your champion's type, which is Warrior, for this to take effect. So, di ba, sa cards, you can actually have any card from any class naman. You can have it in your deck. But this is why you want them to match so that you can have those like really good effects.
Yes.
So since same naman kayo ng class, you can do what that is saying. So you have a +1 to an ally. So you only
Okay,
have
so-
1 ally.
Here.
So yes, we're gonna put that on Steam na yun.
So, Pwede na
So, after materialize,
recollection, sorry. Gusto ko na kagad mag-attack.
get your cards back
recollection
first.
pala.
Okay.
I forgot the third step. Okay,
And
so,
then?
Ayan, and draw.
Mm.
Wala siya magagamit. But I have here Savage Slash.
Okay.
So, Savage Slash.
So, when you use an attack card, you actually attack with your champion. So, yes, 2 cost.
2 cost.
Tapos 2 attack. You're attacking me for 2
Yes.
with your champion. All right. Okay.
So here.
And then actually, if you attack with this, you can use that alongside your weapon. So you can attack with your weapon. So yung weapon mo has an attack of 1.
Yes.
But do notice that there's also a...
Durability.
Yes, that's the durability cost. Meaning, if you swing it and then nag-0 siya, you have to banish the sword. But are you gonna attack it anyway?
Yes. Continue pa rin.
So, ano yung total attack mo sa akin if that's the case?
3?
3. Kasi 2 sa Savage Slash and 1k Great Sword.
Okay.
So, I'll use this die to say na you've done 3 damage to me and you have to banish your Great Sword.
Okay.
Alright. And then, banish.
Banish.
Yan. And then, you have to rest yung champion mo kasi yung champion mo yung nag-attack.
Okay, ito pala. Sorry.
Yan. Okay. Do you wanna do anything else?
Pwede pa naman, di ba?
Pwede,
So-
yeah. As long as you have like actions to do, you can keep doing them.
Okay, attack pa ako. Attack.
You can attack with your Steam Knight.
Yes.
Alright.
Steam Knight.
So, ilan yan?
3.
3.
Yes, I have
Kasi may
one.
+1 siya.
Yeah, +1.
So, I'll take that 3. I have now taken 6 damage. So, that's the goal of the game actually. You just keep dealing damage to my champion, and the minute that my damage counter is equal to my life, I lose.
And okay.
And you win. If you reach there. But yeah, that's the goal of the game. Paunahan tayo.
Okay. So I'm win.
Not yet. So if you want to get started playing Grand Archive, you can grab a starter deck, buy booster boxes, build your own deck, and get them from your local game store.
And yes, please do follow their social media accounts. All the links are in the video description. Go check that out.
Yes, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.